let me just at the moment share what we have done in 2020. The district COL and COL team actually was formed last September after I was nominated as the COR. Then we started working with a club in our district. We then secured corporations, and we felt important that we wanted the clubs to appoint club representatives, or if those clubs that are not able to appoint a representative, we chose that either the secretary of the club to be our main contact. In October 2020, the working committee started putting up recommendations on the resolution that we received from RI and on also the urgent enactment that we receive, which is usually every year is on the 30th of September. All right. We held our first exercise at the club, and we responded by working collectively and decide and put up the recommendation as what PP JN has shared with you. So our clubs and our district responded, and we were able to submit our RI resolutions and urgent enactment timely, and at the same time, I would say it's one and the first time that we were able to sort of collectively got a proper support from the clubs within our district. So by the first week of November 2020, we completed our submission. We submitted our vote according to what the 70 over club that responded with all the recommendations that we had earlier presented to the club. So that was basically how the 2020 took place. Let me just at this moment share with you on this timeline of the 2020 to 2023. Most unfortunately, if you look at this segment here itself, any enactment for 2022 COL due was supposed to be 31st December. It was unfortunately too late for the district to submit any enactment, because by then you need, like I say, our district conference is all over, and I think we couldn't do anything itself. So it was all too late. So we hope as the next COL will be in 2022, this committee will do everything that is possible, that we have enough of our preparations and all the work that we needed to propose any enactment, and it will be then make it ready for the next incoming district, district representative, COL representative, to provide a proper support as timely as possible. So that will be the thing. Well, as far as if you look at the 30th June 21, that's where we will have to submit our 2020-21 Council on resolutions. So now until June 30th June, we will have to act and prepare, working as closely with the clubs to do our submissions on our any submissions of new resolutions for 2020-2021. So this will be basically the kind of timeline that we will have to stay focused, and then the rest of the others here in 2022 we will discuss it later. And I just want to sort of give you a feel that is how the calendar has been set for us for 2020-2023. Okay. Now, this will be our work plan for the Council on Resolutions 2021. If the orange arrow itself will basically cover the first part of our work, where the COL team will start planning for 2000, which we have started now. That's how we have arranged for this for forum. And we will also eventually start working with the club to encourage the club to look at and review and submit proposal for resolutions. Our representative will start working and contacting the representative of your club and prepare ourselves to it. And by then, by the 26th of March, at this period, we will expect to receive any new submission coming in from the club, and the team will then review it and present it to the advisory team on those new resolutions. Hopefully, by then, in May 22 May, this is where the district conference will be held. And I was given to understand that most likely will be on the 23rd. That is where we're going to hold all our district conference meeting to discuss about resolutions. So that will be the kind of a timeline that we will expect to prepare ourselves if we are able to present our resolutions to be presented to Rotary International. The next segment will be, as we have done in the first 2020's work, it's to respond to the 2021 Council of Resolutions exercise. That will be taking place on the 30th of September. Prior before that, the COR working team will meet to discuss how we can overcome some of the time and the difficulty of coordinating all the work that is need to be done. So before the 30th of September, you can expect to hear from us, and we'll work through the process so that we will be able, as timely as what we have done this in 2020, to submit our respective votes for the COR 2020-2021. So literally that's the calendar that we are working at, and we'll be working closely with all the clubs, and that by then, as our timeline that we will have to submit and put out in our vote by the middle of November, which is November 15. Okay, so before that, our recommendation is that while we are preparing for all this COL and CR work, I would like to encourage every one of you, any of you who are involved in this, to make an effort to read, go through the RI website to try and understand what some of the constitutional documents, take notes on items that you think that which one are your priorities for you and your club that you would like to address, right? Ask questions if you have. Feel free to contact the COL working committee to provide support, to try to sort of share some of the thoughts that you have, right? Most importantly, come September, be ready to watch out for the release of RI on new council on resolutions being presented to all the clubs in the world, right? Okay, so I urge you that to take an effort to speak to the working committee as freely as possible. We will also be working into some of the important or some of the relevant new resolutions, and we will come back to you, right? I urge you that to be open-minded, be willing to accept different views, and at the same time, most important, let's think globally. Let's prepare our club in time to face and submit our vote accordingly. So that's basically the timely that we can expect ourselves to bring, right? Okay, let me just. Oh my God, my mouse is giving me a little bit of problem. Just give a minute, huh? Okay, all right. This year's work plan, as what you are seeing now, is that today, like this evening, we are presenting this forum, and our COL working committee will be starting to work and communicate with our club on new resolutions for considerations and submission for 2021. Right? We will then, once we have your submissions or once have your proposal, the review committee will then prepare resolutions for endorsements and review and prepare it in time for the district conference. The next part of it, obviously, in September, October, is when we will review the RI Council resolutions. So hopefully by end October, while we will submit and present our recommendations, and then by 15 November, we will submit our vote. So basically, that's what the 2021 work plan will be like. All right. So